SimX is a software application designed for anyone interested in interior design and for whoever wants to get an instant photorealistic simulation of curtains and accessories. Considerable care was used to drape the fabric just as if a user would set it in motion with his own hands. It is fully user-friendly, and its use is completely intuitive by non-expert users of computer graphics. The program starts with an initial screen with an empty background. You only have to upload into the program a digital photograph of the environment where you want to put your curtain. You choose, for instance, this photo, then you click on the Open button, and there you see your photograph on the background. You can choose now the fixing accessory of your curtain, then you click on the button, and there you go. In the folder Casa Valentina, you find some examples for the accessories. You choose a curtain pole in the collection, this for example. You press the Open button and then you draw a rectangle. You place the curtain pole, trying to put into the right proportion to the below scene, and then you can highlight it. At this point you can choose the type of fabric. You use the button to add a tent, and here there is the possibility of choosing a certain number of bird style. For example, you choose the classic one. You can define how much tissue you want to use for the curl, and in this case you use twice the width. Already at this stage you can select what type of fabric we use for the curtain. You press the appropriate button and it shows some examples of fabrics, or you can open the folder of Fregni Calzolari Manufacturer. You click this and press the Open button, and what you need to do is just press the Apply button and draw. Then you draw a corresponding rectangle to the position where you want to insert the fabric of the curtain. You release the mouse button, and here the curtain appears. You can adjust the stiffness. Note that reducing stiffness at the side flap of the fabric, the whole fabric becomes softer. Then you can manage the transparency of the fabric, and at this point the photo effect is amazing. In fact, it seems that the curtain is actually inserted into the environment. Through a horizontal slash, you can adjust the point where the curtain must touch the floor. In fact, you move up the fabric, it curls as if the curtain was on the floor. Of course, you can first settle the slash of the floor level, and then draw the curtain longer as you get a cascade effect. You can change the fabric of the curtain anytime you like by clicking above, as you can see in the orange flame. Clicking on the fabric itself, you find again the fabric choice, and you can choose another one. The curtain is not a picture, but it is a physical element that is emulated from instant to instant by the graphics engine of the computer. This allows, by going in the menu and press the Drapery button, to choose any of the points of the curtain, which in this case are shown with white dots. For example, choosing this corner and holding the button, you see that then turns red and you can move at will. You can move also in the depth position. If you want to analyze the position of the red dot anchor, hold down the Shift button and move left so it deepens, then you go to the background in that point. Otherwise, if you move to the right, that point goes towards the operator. This is used to obtain a drapery. If the dot is towards the operator, the fabric will drape in the front part of the fabric. Otherwise, the fabric will roll in the back of the curtain. This type of action can be done with any points of the curtain, so this allows to get drapes as if you had physically the fabric in your own hand. As you can see, this simulates an embrace. All points can be used again and the circle takes a point. At the end you can save the scene or release all the points, anchor, and so achieve an effect of curtain lift. What we've shown here is a quick example of what the program can do. Of course, advanced features are available, such as templates. In fact, clicking on the button choice for the templates, you can select scenes, models, and images. The scene is the one you just saw, that is a setting with the fabric of the curtain. The template is similar but without the fabric of the curtain, so to implement the gallery of templates not characterized by fabrics. The pictures are those used to create the scenes. You can choose a template, open the folder, and choose among these. You choose Emilia and a template appears not characterized by the fabric. The background is deliberately schematic, so to understand the arrangement of the sheets. This model is particularly interesting because it has two-dimensional elements like these ribbons, which can also be changed. Even in this case, the template is not a picture, but a set of fabric sheets as in the previous example and can be changed in stiffness and transparency. They can also be characterized by different fabrics. In the case of a template with several clothes, you can use a button that changes the characteristics of the entire curtain. In this case, you can change the transparency and, like the previous model, can be managed by the user as with the curtain previously shown. So all is deliberately open and editable by the user. Another really interesting feature about this program is that you can reload a previously saved scene. This is a picture of a customer where you draw a sheet of a curtain. You choose a method, a drapery, 2 hags, and the fabric. The scene is a light blue background, so we choose the light blue fabric. You place the curtain where you want and adjust the transparency. You note the very interesting effect in which the curtain remains behind the furniture of the customer. It is useful to highlight how much the effect can be spectacular, because even in the top you can see that the tent fits into the curtain pole of the customer picture. This is an effect that is achieved with very few steps. These elements are obtained by cropping the scene itself, isolating and removing them from backgrounds. They can be reintegrated into the scene afterwards. In fact, the right armchair is not being characterized, and the fabric is not set on it. If you want to put also this element in front of the curtain, you only have to use a photo editing program and isolate this element, then upload it as a two-dimensional object. In this case, it is ready. You choose the armchair that it has been previously cropped, and so it can be placed upon the previous one. You can adjust now the depth towards user. The curtain goes behind the armchair. As you can see, with very few steps, you can get truly spectacular effect.